Hi, I am Vinish. In this video, we will learn about French Revolution.
Have you ever wondered what ignited the spark of the French Revolution? Well, it was a perfect storm of social, economic, and political factors, all brewing and bubbling beneath the surface of 18th century France. Let's start with a snapshot of society back then. The French society was like a three-layered cake, divided into three estates. The clergy and nobility relished the top layers, enjoying privileges and sweet delicacies, while the common people were left with the crumbs, facing economic hardship and shouldering high taxes. Then there was the crippling economic distress. Extravagant spending, costly wars, and a regressive tax system had left the French coffers empty. And guess who bore the brunt of it? Yes, the already overburdened lower classes. But it wasn't just about money. The Enlightenment was sweeping through, bearing ideas of individual rights, liberty, and equality. These were not just words, they were seeds of change, inspiring a desire for political reform among the populace. And while the people were yearning for change, they were led by King Louis XVI, whose ineffective leadership and financial mismanagement only served to weaken the monarchy's authority and add fuel to the growing unrest. Now imagine being hungry, not knowing where your next meal will come from. Poor harvests and food scarcity led to widespread hunger, exacerbating the already simmering social tensions. The political injustice was the icing on this bitter cake. The common people, despite being the majority, had no say in decision-making, while the absolute power of the monarchy only added to their resentment. Finally, the fiscal crisis. The French monarchy was drowning in debt, partly due to their support of the American Revolution. This led to the calling of the Estates General in 1789, a gathering that would set the stage for revolution. As these factors converged, the stage was set for an uprising that would fundamentally transform France. The spark was ignited, and the revolution was about to dawn. The storming of the Bastille marked the beginning of a series of profound political and social transformations. The Bastille, a state prison, was seen as a symbol of the king's absolute power. Its storming on July 14, 1789, was the common people's defiant response to this absolute monarchy. Following this significant event, the National Assembly, initially formed by the Third Estate, began to take more decisive actions. The Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen in August 1789, a fundamental document that asserted the principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. This was a key turning point, as it marked the end of feudalism and the beginning of a constitutional monarchy. However, the revolution was far from over. The next few years were marked by political turmoil and social unrest. The monarchy was abolished, leading to the execution of King Louis XVI in January 1793. This radical move led France into the Reign of Terror, a period of extreme violence and bloodshed. Thousands were executed under the guillotine, including Queen Marie Antoinette, in the name of rooting out counter-revolutionaries. Yet amidst this chaos, remarkable changes took place. The revolutionary government introduced wide-ranging reforms, including a new calendar, a new system of local administration, and the abolition of slavery in French colonies. The Reign of Terror ended in 1794, but the revolution was far from over. The power vacuum left by the fall of the radical Jacobins paved the way for the rise of a new political figure, Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon, a military genius, seized power in a coup in 1799, effectively ending the French Revolution. He would later crown himself emperor, marking the start of a new era in French history. The French Revolution was a period of radical change and upheaval, marked by violence and instability. It fundamentally transformed France's political, social, and cultural landscape, leaving a lasting impact that can still be felt today. But what were the consequences of this revolution? As with any seismic shift in society, the French Revolution had its share of disadvantages. One of the most immediate and stark consequences was the violence and instability that engulfed France. The revolution was a tumultuous period marked by extreme brutality, most notably during the Reign of Terror. Thousands of individuals, labeled as enemies of the revolution, met their end under the blade of the guillotine. This period of fear and uncertainty cast a long shadow over the promise of liberty, fraternity, and equality. The revolution also saw the rise of authoritarianism. The radical phase of the revolution paved the way for Napoleon Bonaparte's ascent to power. Despite initial promises of upholding the ideals of the revolution, Napoleon eventually crowned himself emperor, trading the republican ideals for a more autocratic rule. Social disruption was another significant downside. The revolution upended traditional social structures, leading to the loss of lives and property, and the displacement of many people. It also fostered the spread of radical ideologies, causing deep social divisions that took generations to heal. The impact on the Church was profound. The revolution significantly diminished the influence of the Catholic Church in France. The process of de-Christianization disrupted religious practices and traditions, creating a spiritual vacuum that was often filled with the rise of secular and radical ideologies. The revolution also stoked the flames of nationalism, inspiring similar movements across Europe. This surge of nationalist fervor led to a series of conflicts and wars, with widespread consequences in terms of human lives and economic resources. Finally, the revolution brought about radical economic reforms. The introduction of assignats, a form of paper currency, was initially seen as a solution to the financial crisis. However, rampant inflation and economic instability soon followed, leading to further hardship for the French people. The French Revolution, while bringing about significant changes, had its share of negative impacts. But how does the French Revolution resonate in today's world, we might wonder? The Revolution, a tempestuous period of radical social and political upheaval, was not confined to the borders of France. Its effects rippled across the globe, leaving a legacy that continues to shape our world today. One of the most profound influences of the French Revolution was the spread of nationalism. The revolution instilled a sense of national identity among the French people. This idea of a unified nation, bound by common language, culture, and values, was a novel concept that soon spread throughout Europe and beyond. It sparked movements for national unification in places like Germany and Italy, and inspired struggles for independence in colonies worldwide. The French Revolution also birthed modern political ideologies. It was a crucible in which concepts such as liberty, equality, and fraternity were forged and tested. These ideals, although challenged and sometimes distorted during the Revolution, became foundational principles for democratic societies. They continue to guide political discourse and policymaking in modern democracies. Moreover, the revolution marked a shift in power from monarchies to the people. It demonstrated that ordinary citizens, when united by a shared cause, could challenge and overthrow an established order. This notion of people's power was a beacon for future revolutions and movements for change. It echoed in the rallying cries of the American Civil Rights Movement, the anti-apartheid struggle in South Africa, and the pro-democracy protests that continue to flare up around the globe. However, the French Revolution, with all its promise of liberty and equality, also served as a stark reminder of the potential for violence and tyranny in the pursuit of radical change. The Reign of Terror and the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte are enduring symbols of how the noblest of causes can descend into anarchy and authoritarianism. The French Revolution, despite its tumultuous nature, left a lasting impact on the world, shaping our understanding of liberty, equality, and fraternity. It remains a vivid testament to the transformative power of the people and continues to inspire and caution us in our quest for a just and equitable world. So what can we learn from the French Revolution? As we delve deeper into the lessons of the French Revolution, we see a clear testament to the power of the people to effect change. This was a time when the common man, laden with the burdens of inequality, economic distress, and political injustice, rose to challenge an entrenched system. The revolution showed us that when the collective voice of a society calls for change, even the mightiest of monarchies can crumble. Yet the French Revolution also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of extremism. The Reign of Terror, a period marked by brutal violence and widespread executions, reminds us that radical ideologies, when unchecked, can lead to devastating consequences. The rise of Napoleon Bonaparte from the ashes of the revolution also highlights the potential for authoritarianism to take hold in the wake of societal upheaval. The revolution, in its quest for liberty, equality, and fraternity, further underscores the importance of economic and social justice. The financial crises, regressive taxes, and social inequality that ignited the revolution are stark reminders of the societal unrest that can emerge from economic disparity and social injustice. Moreover, the revolution's impact on the Church, leading to the de-Christianization of France and the subsequent spread of radical ideologies, signals the disruptive effects revolution can have on religious practices and traditions. Lastly, The revolution's ripple effect across Europe, inspiring nationalist movements and leading to wars, shows how revolutionary ideals can transcend borders, ignite conflicts, and cause widespread human and economic consequences. The French Revolution, with its profound transformations and enduring legacy, offers valuable insights into the dynamics of societal change, the potential perils of radicalism, and the importance of economic and social equity. It is a chapter in history that continues to resonate, reminding us of the complexities of revolution and the delicate balance between change and stability. The French Revolution serves as a reminder of the power of the people to bring about change, but also of the potential dangers of extremism and the importance of economic and social justice.